and I think when we did it, Thursday, everybody was happy.
King David. King David.
And the second is with the singer and the band. And so.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
There's a parchment for you.
The name of the recipient is held confidential, all right? And the date is also held confidential. The name of the sender is also held confidential, but it will be made known within the letter, all right? Okay. It's titled to a man who identifies himself as an atheist. All right. Dear Mr. Atheist, I am writing you this letter from the warm bottom of my heart. I hope it finds you well and in the right state of mind for these few things I'm about to share. I hope it finds you in all the beautiful places with the most beautiful people, enjoying the most beautiful possessions in life. But most importantly, I hope it finds you. It has been long since we parted ways. I know, long enough for you to temporarily forget me. Especially now that you think I am no more reaching out to mankind like I used to in the past, as vividly described in the Bible. Yes, to some extent, I am not. But I am not anymore because now I am here. And if you will only listen and watch carefully, you will realize that I am reaching out more than I ever did in the past. You will hear my voice and see me, and then realize that I am uniting with mankind, which was something I could never even do. You see, when I was first reaching out from heaven, I couldn't find you because that thing kept you away from me. I do not want to say its name here, but it shielded you away from me, and for so long I was reaching out, but my arm of salvation couldn't find you. And so I came here, bringing you a cloak for that thing. And when I came, you could not recognize me. But hey, let's not get into that. I'm starting to sound sympathetic. This is just a friendly letter. I didn't even plan on writing. I just woke up one morning and found some old aerograms and postage stamps sitting behind my coffee table. And I happened to miss the days of letters and stamps. And so I was like, let me see if the letter system still works. And I believe it still does, right? Don't you? Yeah, and so let me know through your reply. And when you do, tell me how life is. How it was with me, if you can remember. How it is now without me. And how you think it will be. And yeah, tell me about science. I hear he's the new kid on the block, and like your new best friend now. I hear he tells you about me. And he tells you about you. And like basically he knows everything. I hear he even tells you about things you can't see but you believe. And wait, because you think you can't see me, you don't believe in me, really? That's messed up. And so not fair. But it's cool. It's cool. I chose to be spirit and I made you flesh. With armpits and nostrils and a morning breath. And so really it's alright. It's alright. And then I come up with these things like faith and grace and prayer and writing people's names in some mysterious book of life. And so really, it's alright. It's even cute watching you look for proof that I'm not there. Because you know, half the time it is me who messes up the friendship, I'll admit. First of all, I put the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the garden, and then told you not to take a bite from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But then through deception, you took a bite from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and then now you have the knowledge of good and evil, and somehow I think it's good knowledge to send you away because you have done what is evil in my sight. By merely eating the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of truth. And then I appeared to Moses in the burning bush, which is not burning, and I give him the 10 commandments to give to you, which even makes you sin more. And now, even though you bath twice and either tan or bleach, which by the way isn't cool, I say you are like scarlet and crimson and I want you to be pure as wool. And so I come here myself with a cloak and choose 12 people and call them my disciples and tell them strange things to come and tell you. And even before they start, you kill me and hang my pitiful self on a cross because you still do not recognize me. And so it's cool. I did that because I love you. And for sake of this love, I'll do it all over again. I love you more than myself, my life, my heart, my veins and arteries. And so yes, for your sake, I'll drain all my blood out of me. Or was it not you who said that find yourself a man who makes a fool out of himself for you and you find a love forever? I'll do it all over again for you. In fact, every time you say I do not exist, I start the whole process for you. If you deny me today, I'll go back and start all over again. I'll keep doing that until you finally let me get through to you, but I hope that happens before you lose your soul, after gaining the whole world, or even before the end of time. Or wait, does science also tell you that time won't end? Mr. Atheist, the truth is I appear to you all the time like I am now, but you choose not to see me. Remember when I said, behold, I stand at the door and knock? If you open the door today, I'll come into your heart and dine with you. Forget about everything. Forget about the things you blame on me. Forget about the times you think I wasn't there. Forget about science. He was only supposed to show you how things work. Forget about your proofs. Forget about your friends. Forget about you. Forget about me. Even forget about your atheist society. Just open the door when you hear that knock. And I know you will, because my word shall not return unto me void. And when you do, I will never leave you and you will never leave me, because I am that only person who loves unconditionally. I will end here. I know I talk too much. That many words in the Bible. Approximately 783,137 words. Contained in 1,189 chapters. And 31,102 verses, altogether making 3,566,480 letters. Wow. And I still could not convince you. And so before this letter starts to get boring or starts sounding like another Bible, I'll end here. Wow. Dear Mr. Atheist, before I go, let me say this. Be still and know that I am God. Hope to hear from you soon. I love you and I want you to know me. I am the fountain of living water, and without me, your soul is an empty well. Without me, your life will appear to be full, but without me, it actually is empty. Without me, your life is like this. Thank you. Our God is glorified tonight. He's being glorified tonight. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Amen.
Hallelujah.
Lord, you reign forever. You're the same. I love what you give, mama. You lifted me and gave me a song. I got my true give, mama. Mama,
I'm also said Kobe. Hallelujah. Is it your love or your heart? Oh, the lasting communion of your flesh and your blood. Put a finger on it back. Leaves me speechless, speechless. Oh, that it leaves me speechless, speechless. You knock on the door of my heart, and what you did to me was splendid. And now I'm simply speechless, singing, speechless, speechless. It's all that it leaves me speechless, speechless, speechless. Oh.
I'm a poet, often speechless. To look for words to say how I feel is like looking for a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Growing up, my father thought I was a fool. My friends thought I was too cool. Blue and 20 different shades of blue were the only colors to describe my moods, and so true. I'll dare not describe the way I feel to you. But I'm a poet, often speechless. Words are hidden in the belly of my heart, beneath the empty grave of my emotions, underneath the hungry tummy of my satisfaction. And so you have to understand the newtons of force I need to assemble to give an anti-gravity acceleration to one syllables of word up my throat, roll it down my tongue and toss into your ears. These are my fears. To you they sound senseless, but I'm a poet, often speechless. I've kept words in prison as if they robbed King Solomon's mind of every shine. I've hunted them down with sniffer dogs, sniffing my own breath after them through dead valleys as if they escaped from Alcatraz. Can anybody help me catch these ones? These ones I say to you are not my poems. They are my testimonies. This is not a show. It is a spectacle. Tell my father I am no more a ridicule. Telling myself the riddle. Tell him these days there's not too much salt in my dinner to force a frown on my face to tell him how I feel. Tell him my oral cavity is no more a cave carved out to confine comments that I truly intend to communicate. Tell my friends I wasn't too cool. To begin with, tell them they spoke too much and my ears were too full. And now I've become a sore racist who rationalizes the idea of hating people who are blue. Because my mood now switches from 21 different shades of blue to 21,000 different colors. Sometimes to colors which are yet untold. Secrets I found in the pot of gold. At the end of a dominant blue rainbow. My tongue is no more glued to the roof of my mouth. My tongue was loose the day he wrote in my palms. David, I miss the days of Psalms.
See your love, what's your heart? Oh, the last communion of your flesh and your blood. Put a finger on it back, leads me speechless. Everybody sing, everybody sing. I can hear you, leaves me speechless, oh, speechless. It leaves me speechless. Thank you.
Round of applause for King David. I told you he was a talented young man. Alright, so we